Today I'm going to discuss community knowledge in the context of doing civically engaged research, theory, tools, methods, and ethics. If you break down the course title, you will see that civically engaged research is what this course is all about. It's about doing a specific kind of research, research that is civically engaged. So, what does civically engaged mean and how does it relate to research? In the next 4 minutes or so, I'm going to give you a broad look at the answers to those two questions and what you can expect as we get deeper into the topic. Now, if you were to go to Google, or to the professional literature for that matter, you would find that there are many overlapping but different definitions for civic engagement. For the purposes of understanding community knowledge and its importance, I'm going to define civic engagement as individual and collective actions designed to identify and address issues of public concern. Now, the key phrase in that definition is identify and address issues of public concern, which raises the questions: who is the public, and what is and what should be the public's role in identifying and addressing issues? An important principle to keep in mind as you consider this question is how you define the problem dictates what you will do to address it. Identifying the issue of the problem is the first and most important step. It is for this reason that it is critical to understand who gets to decide what a public concern is. Nelson Mandela once said, "Where you stand depends on where you sit." In this case, what is seen as a public concern depends on who you are and what your place in the world is in relation to that issue. And once the issue is defined, the next question is what role should the public, as you've defined it, play in addressing the issue? And who has the knowledge to address the issue? Is it our premier institutions like UCSD with its 20 Nobel laureates? Or is it the communities that live with this issue day in and day out, places like City Heights, San Ysidro, Tijuana, and so on? Well, the answer to this either-or question is yes. Both the universities and the communities hold important knowledge, knowledge that is critical to addressing our most pressing social problems. Now, community knowledge is the knowledge that the community has. It is knowledge that is not uncovered through standard approaches to research and experimentation, but in understanding people's lived experience. Civically engaged research requires tapping into those experiences and drawing that knowledge out. Now, investing in that process requires us to think about knowledge differently. There are bodies of knowledge that are considered important and ones that are not. And community knowledge is not generally viewed as important as technical or theoretical knowledge that comes out of our universities. A local community leader once said to the editor of the Union Tribune, when confronting him on the bias in his paper covering the development of Petco Park, she said, "You quoted me in your paper, but you never told my story." Her story was about not about a beautiful Major League Baseball park surrounded by hotels, restaurants, and expensive boutiques, but of a displaced community whose mutual support network was disrupted and destroyed, a network that helped low-income families survive in San Diego. Because this community was not part of the public, they were not part of the process, and the cost to them was never in the calculations. Now, this course is about how do we extract that knowledge and how do we bring it to bear on the decisions about what is important and what should be done to improve the quality of life for all, that in a way that is equitable and life-sustaining. I will introduce you to 3 methods: theory of change, an approach to addressing any social issue that includes developing a clear statement of the desired outcome and conditions necessary for that outcome to be achieved. Participatory action research, a technique for engaging members in any community in the public dialogue where they are acting from a position of strength, with a clear understanding of the issue and how it should be addressed. And participatory evaluation and appreciative inquiry, an approach to assessing one's work so that the lessons being learned can be extracted from our practice and integrated into our ongoing work. Thank you, and I look forward to exploring these topics further with you.